Hey dear Aries, my name is Marina. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing tarot spread for you for upcoming month of April 2025. If you're new, why not subscribe, share, like, or leave some comments? I'm more than grateful for it because, of course, it helps me to help you and it helps to grow this channel. Obviously, only if you wish to do so yourself. Without further ado, let's get on with this. Beginning of April, dear Aries, you have got Major Arcana card of Tower, and that means when something come to the end, and it come to the end quite dramatically and unexpectedly, maybe even, or very spontaneously. So it's when something reaches its peak and it's just blow to pieces. Whether you slamming that door on something or someone, or whether it shuts on you, that's all depends on each of you individually. Also, you have got a card, Major Arcana card again, is Lovers. And that card stands for compromise. It stands for reaching a middle ground, reaching some sort of agreement and understanding. It's reaching compromise so both parties can go at the same direction happily, or at least more satisfied than they were before, because old ways don't work and it needs to be adjusted that everyone is happy. Or if it's not reached, that's when you ask a question whether it's worth continue the journey together. Next one, you have got Ace of Cups, and it's a volcano of emotions, positive or negative. It could be either way, depending on the situation for each one of you individually, but it's going to be very much felt. All three cards together for you, dear Aries. It means that any sort of relationship, be it personal, professional, or romantic, it's on the verge of a fall. And to save it, you need to reach a compromise, which will spark quite a lot of emotions. So whether you will shut that door and somebody will ask for, well, what can I do to make it better so we can continue the journey together, or whether somebody shuts the door on you and you will be asking what can you do in order to make it better, in order to continue. I also repeat, it's not necessarily a romantic relationship, it could be professional, it could be anything like this, but it's definitely going to spark also emotions. And if you compromise is not reached, well, then you will have to think whether it's worth continuing that journey together or not. But that's the theme of beginning of April. Coming to the middle of April, you've got Eight of Swords, and that means feeling unsure of the situation, feeling no way out, feeling that you don't have any choice in whatever is happening to each one of you. You also have got Major Arcana card of Wheel of Fortune, and that's when your luck is shifting. If it all stood still, it'll start shifting and moving and gaining a speed. If it was all going really, really quick and radical, then it will slow down or stop. Also, you've got Seven of Swords, and that card of secrecy. It's a secret plan card. It's either you not showing anybody your plans, you're keeping it to yourself, but you're pre-planning something ahead of you, what your next step will be, or you not seeing the full picture and somebody's hiding it from you. But from this card, I'd suggest that it's probably you that planning something without actually advertising it, without announcing it to anybody. So all three cards together suggest that you feel that the Wheel of Fortune is changing, you know, your luck is shifting, things took a different turn, and you do feel stuck. You do feel stuck in a situation and you're not quite sure what to do about this. So you're going to be secretly planning something. Very possible how to get out of that. You probably will plan your great escape from that situation. So whatever that might be for each one of you, a card of secrecy definitely suggests that you're going to pre-plan something without saying anything to anyone in middle of April. Coming to the end of April, you have got Six of Swords, and it's leaving a situation that does not work for you any longer. Then you have got a card of Queen of Wands, and that's a very fiery energy card. Watch your temper at the end of the April, dear Aries, because this card is a very passionate, it's a very fiery, it's very feisty. It's when you can't wait to get on with things. It's when if you've got something to say, you will shout it out. And you also have got Two of Swords, which means plan or decision making about your circumstances. So all three cards of them together suggest that you may be moving away from the situation that you've put in yourself into. Time, maybe financially, even emotionally, mentally. So you obviously spend a lot of time thinking about the situation and doing something about it, but with no results. So you obviously make a decision to leave it well alone, and it's very wise choice. The only thing, what's your temper? It's best to use this energy into a productive way in some sort of projects of yours. So if you decided to leave the situation, very likely you're going to be very proactive in building a new path for yourself. And of course, where decision has to be made or some sort of coordination has to be built. So altogether, the whole April, you will be concentrating on some sort of commitment or relationship, be it professional, friendship, or your personal family relationships or romantic relationship. It doesn't matter which one, but you obviously something that you committed to. In the beginning of April, it will actually reach its peak and the old structure does not work anymore. It will crumble down. Don't try to hold on to it because it will fall. There will be a temptation of reaching compromise of some sort, whether you agree to it or not. Obviously, it's individual choice and depending on what situation you are in. But whether you decide to make peace or whether you're not, but by the looks of it, you probably will decide to make some sort of peace and go for compromise. However, by the middle of April, you will feel that whatever compromise, you denying yourself being yourself, or that other party will deny themselves to be themselves. If you compromise too heavily, you can't keep the pretense for too long. Eventually mask will drop and you're going to be yourself, and whoever the other person is also going to be themselves. Compromise is a good word, but awful meaning. That means that we have to deny who we are, or not being truthful with ourselves or others to that matter. So in the middle of April, you'll feel that luck is changing. You feel that it's all probably going back to how it was before. You feel that you got no way out, so to say. So you will be planning secretly how to maneuver yourself, but you're not going to say anything to anyone. So be careful on that one. But so take your time, whatever you need to, do plan things, and so you will be planning your very possible great escape from that situation. And at the end of April, you'll manage, you actually moving away from that, from that very thing that was burdening you. You will be very, very very, very keen with desire to get on with things. Obviously, you'll have to put things into perspective and plan. So you have to make sure you make a decision and at least blueprint your next steps. But overall, the whole month is transition, is to realize that something is not working. And even if you try to compromise and make peace, it's still denying yourself. It's still not being truthful to yourself. You're still not feeling comfortable. If you say no to something, you want to say yes on the other way. If you need to say yes, but you want to say no, you don't want to do something anymore. So obviously it's not going to last for very long. And of course, it's all going to fall apart. In that respect, I think I think that's going to hit you quite hard this month, dear Aries, and you will make a wise decision to move away. But prior to that, you will plan in it. As I said, you pre-plan it, and then you'll pre-plan it, and then you move away. So good luck to you. Use all your fiery energy in a good way. Use it to progress. Use it to progress, use it to rebuild yourself, use it to build a new path for yourself. So good luck to you, dear Aries. I'll see you later. Take care. Have a good April.